Good morning. I may indeed be rushing the liturgical season just a little bit, but I have tidings of great joy for Hope Lutheran Church as we make progress in the filling of our vacant positions. In a moment, we are going to formally welcome Katie Wagner as our Director of Children's Ministry. She commenced her work with us on November 17th with lots of energy and spirit, and we already don't know what we would do without her. Tomorrow, we're also going to welcome Ann Radzatka. Ann is joining us as our parish administrator tomorrow. As most of you know, Ann and Katie are both members of Hope. Please plan on joining us next Sunday, where we are going to celebrate the 12 and a half years of ministry that we shared with Phyllis Ikegami in her role as she was bookkeeper and then for the most of the time our parish administrator. We have been blessed by her tireless attention to operations and her gentle spirituality. On to another position. After review of numerous talented candidates, we have identified one candidate for the Director of Worship, Music, and the Arts with whom we are working. We are hopeful that we will have an announcement very soon about that position as well. In the interim, we are very pleased to have Ed Batiste, who was working with us 20 hours a week as our interim worship, music, and the arts. As you can imagine, based on the last hour, he was a little stretched. That 20 hours got stretched this last couple of weeks. But we're going to welcome him in just a minute as well. There are many people who have worked diligently on identifying candidates and then discerning the right individual for these positions. I would like to thank Pastor Lauren, Will Poyer, Dirk Beamer, Carla Fisher, Carl Good, Cindy Haley, Charles Burke, Paul Alvine, Kirk Irvin, Stephanie Hurley, Jeff Taylor, and Janet Hash for their tireless hours that they have put in working on these positions. I also have an update on our senior pastor, the call process for our senior pastor. The call committee met several times in November. We just recently completed and submitted our ministry site profile. That is our resume, if you will, to the synod. We are beginning regular meetings with Pastor Heather Holland. She is the assistant to the bishop and will be working with us through this process. We continue to seek the right person. We pray that God is working in the heart of him or her that he has chosen to serve with us, even though we don't yet know that identity. I want to thank those of you who took the time to complete the electronic survey as well as the paper survey that described the congregation, and then a second part of that identified those characteristics that we're looking for in our next pastor. Over 100 of you provided us with input. We do plan to share the results of that with you in January, so please keep your eye out for an opportunity to look at those with us. And then just a few final notes. If you do have candidates for the senior pastor position, please let Janet Hash, the chairperson of our call committee, know. Second, please note that we regularly update our frequently asked questions, and there are a couple of new ones that are going to be up and updated in the next couple of days. So please take a look at those if you have any questions. And then finally, if you have any questions or concerns about the call or input on the call process, please let any member of the call committee, Janet and me, of course, are at your disposal. And so with that, I'll wish you blessings in this Advent season.